Hi, my name is Melissa Davis. I owned Blackwater BBQ with my husband Christopher from 2015 until 2024 when he passed.
Hello, my name is Jeffrey Davis, and I was the son of Christopher Davis, and we helped run Blackwater BBQ from 2015 to 2024.
He was the BBQ Man. That's what people nicknamed him. He loved it, everything about it, and was always striving to make it better.
I mean, pretty much any family cookout or function or gathering, anytime there was a pool party, Dad was always making barbecue. And, and I'll be honest, to this day, I've never had a better barbecue sandwich than from my dad.
It kind of started off as a little healthy competition between a few friends and my stepfather. They would do different smoking meats for different family functions, whether it was a family cookout, Memorial Day, 4th of July, that kind of thing. And at a certain point, the other gentleman came to him and said, "You have mastered it. You're the best. We're not worthy." And he became the BBQ Man.
Pretty much, I was a grunt. Pretty much anytime Dad said, "Hey, go grab this," I did, whether it be the potatoes. I made sure it was washed out and cleaned. Everything was stocked and ready for every job in the morning, while Mom would cook the sides and Dad would cook the meats. And then if neither of them were in the truck, I was pretty much, chain of command went to me.
Oh my goodness. There were so many fun things that we did through the years. The Military Aviation Museum was always one of our favorites. They did great shows, historical venue, and fireworks shows, the whole 9 yards. But we also enjoyed doing a lot of fundraisers at Hickory High School or other various local events. And we really got our start with Relay for Life. That was our first actual event that we ever did. And we moved forward from that to just anybody that called, we were there. We loved it.
Honestly, just the music and the laughs. Anytime dealing with like unruly customers, and then you just sneak out back and you're like, "Oh my God, what the heck was their problem?" And then just jamming out to good music, because my dad always said the most important tool on any job site is music.
Time. Trying to make the time to do all the events we wanted to do, and still time for ourselves and our family. We had to learn. The first few years was a slow struggle getting it built, and then it got so busy that we had to relearn how to manage our time so that we still had time for ourselves. We supported different events that they were involved in through theater and music. My older son being a musician, playing guitar and singing written songs, and our younger son who has found his home on the theater stage doing musicals as well as play productions.
Part of the thing why Mom and Dad did it was because they wanted us to have both the financial stability and the free time to be able to pursue that. Whereas if I was working a full-time job and having to pay, live somewhere else to pay rent, I wouldn't have had the time or the money to do that. And so where if I could tell my dad, "Hey, I've got an audition this day, so I'm not gonna be able to work," it wasn't a big fight. He'd be like, "Yeah, sure, of course, go do it." Like, he always loved seeing me perform. I mean, he would always tell me, he would like to quote Randy Jackson from American Idol. Like, "When you got it, dog, you got it. You could read the phone book, man." And he would always tell that to me every time he saw me perform. Literally, my first role as an actor, I was a baby Jesus at Azalea Baptist Church's nativity play. And so I guess it all started there. But I didn't really start taking it seriously until about middle school, when I joined the drama club and I got my first role as King Duncan in a Dr. Seuss parody of Shakespeare's Macbeth. And that was pretty much it. Rest is history. In fact, I just did my first real Shakespeare production recently at Little Theater Norfolk. We did As You Like It, and I played the tyrant Duke Frederick. So that was a nice full circle moment right there.
with faith. We just believed from the very beginning. Chris's words were, God's going to heal me, whether it's here or there in heaven. He will heal me and make me whole again. And he believed that from the get-go.
It was like a shotgun to the gut. Because, I mean, I literally went to see a play at TCC called Leaving Iowa, which was about a kid burying his father's ashes and reliving like their final family vacation. And literally as soon as I got home in the door, Mom told me, your dad has cancer. And I mean, to say numb would be an understatement. It just felt like this isn't real. Like this is just, a scene from a bad movie and I just happened to be in it. But no, it really happened. And it still doesn't feel real.
I lost my best friend, my business partner, my husband, my life mate, my traveling buddy. It was a monumental loss, not just for me and our children, but to our friends, our community. He was a light that shined in this world that has been put out.
I mean, I kind of had to become the rock of the family for a little bit. I had to help Mom do a lot of stuff around the house that normally Dad would do, whether it be, maintaining vehicles or doing the house chores that Dad would usually help around with. And then just also being a shoulder for her to cry on during those dark times. Whereas normally this is stuff she would talk to Dad with, but I was just the next in line.
At this time, we have closed the business. Without the smoke master, BBQ Man, Chris, it's a little hard to run the business. At this point, we have considered marketing and selling our sauces, our homemade sauces. We have 3 of them that 4 actually, counting the brisket marinade. So we have a holy marinade, which is for chicken, a brisket marinade, and then a vinegar-style barbecue sauce, and also a coleslaw sauce. And so we're looking to get those marketed, and with the sale of those, a percentage of the proceeds would go into Relay for Life to help people that are fighting cancer.
Answer that one. As far as what happens to the food truck, honestly, scrap it, sell it, burn it, give it a Viking funeral. I don't know. Because as much fun as I had in that truck, that's just a book that's closed now. And it's okay for things to end. It's okay for things to pass on. And as far as my dad's advice, I know he's cheering me on. I know because he was one of my biggest fans. He loved seeing me perform. He loved seeing do what I love, because he knew that, he knew I wasn't going to be a construction worker. He knew I wasn't going to be a plumber or any kind of tradesman like he was. He knew I was meant to perform. And like he said, when you got it, you got it.
And when you go, I will fall back apart. Find pieces of me all over the yard. In this house of cards. She says, hey man, there were just too many days